My opinion, I think it will be great for the area.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean,
you
if
tell
he's
us
going
more?
to take this place, and I used to own a business downtown
Oh.
in this area, and I lost my business as a matter of fact because of all the drugs and the stuff that's going on in the streets. Should be great for this area. It's going to clean up, and they're going to create housing for these people and clean up the streets, and more businesses will flourish.
It's cool. Yeah, it's nice to see. I think it's just good for the community.
Okay.
Yeah.
My opinions about it are pretty complicated. I understand that there's social implications with regard to sort of updating an area and making it less affordable for people to live in. But at the same time, I'm kind of living in a building that is a byproduct of that type of revitalization, and it's kind of, my age and my profession and where I choose to live sort of means that I'm kind of a gentrifier a little bit, as hard as I try to avoid that.
The community here struggling, struggling to keep what they have, and you have developers trying to move in and gentrify the neighborhood. I don't know what the right answer is.
Well, it's about time that it does need some work. But basically, I think what they should do is worry about more what's on the street than who's in the street. In other words, there's more homeless here than I've seen anywhere else in Canada. There's a lot more people living on the street than there is in the buildings here. That's what I'm worried about.
I live in the downtown Eastside here. This is my home turf here. There's people here that's resided here for since probably the 1800s. Now with all this new development that's coming, I think this is going to displace us again and take a lot of and take away a lot of privileges that the people have now.
You know, I come out here to smoke cigarettes and I watch this and I watch another high rise and I look at those and I look at the people come here and they're not of our way of life down here. This is a community. We are poor, we're all on welfare, we're all on something like that, by which, and then you got an influx of wealth.
You have to dress in a different style too once they start coming in with their neckties and their suits and all this stuff, so it's a way of pushing people out.
Well, I think that rich people they're rich enough to find their own place.
Because they are not doing anything for the real people in here, and the area just doesn't want to cater to us at all. Really, it's gotten that bad. It's not right the way they're trying to beat people out of the area, really. And they're doing it every damn day that they can.
I think that gentrification, when you're building new housing, what you really need to do is have social development to kind of back that up. If you're going to be affecting communities where you may have low-income housing people, you need to have support there for the community.
No, there's got to be more, of course. There's got to be more. The government has to spend money in re-education, rehabilitation, and also the government has to, make a point of cleaning up the area and putting these people somewhere. I'm not saying putting them in an asylum or something, but putting them somewhere where they can get help.
Probably not. Needs a little more work than that, but it's heading in the right direction.
It may solve the problem of the area itself, but all it's going to do is move the problem elsewhere.
No, it's not. I think that most of the time when these developers come in, most of the time the communities that are there before are usually left to the wayside, and in regards to Vancouver, it's usually pushed more east.
Yeah, it could, but then I figure if they're going to do it, build it for the people. Don't build it for the city, build it for the people.
No.
No, it will not. Now we're waiting to see how far it's going to really go. And believe you me, there's going to be a battle between that don't have enough to the people that have lots. This is a community. This is not just Skid Row. This is a community.
And that's all going to be taken away. I'm sure we're going to lose a lot of that home feeling like we belong here.
This city has turned into a city of big bucks, and to hell with the little person anymore. They just don't exist as far as they're concerned. And if you got projects going, they couldn't give two hoots if you were involved in anything or not. If you don't have a dollar that's going into the city's pocket, it just doesn't happen.
I hope they share livable, affordable housing here for poor people also in this area, because it's like our home here. We know one another.